The first time I heard the whispers, I thought it was the wind. It was late October when my wife, Sarah, and I moved into the old farmhouse on Hollow Creek Road. The realtor called it a fixer-upper with character, which is code for cheap and haunted. But after losing my job in Chicago, we needed cheap. The nearest neighbor was 3 miles away, and the woods behind the house were so thick, even sunlight struggled to pierce through. The trouble started on day 3. I was chopping firewood when I noticed them. Tiny handprints in the mud by the creek. Not animal paws, human, child-sized. Sarah brushed it off. "Deer tracks," she said, but her smile didn't reach her eyes. That night, the whispers began. Sarah was asleep. I sat by the fireplace nursing a bourbon when I heard it. A soft, sing-song voice drifting from the woods. Come out, we want to play." I froze. The security camera feed on my laptop flickered. Outside, the motion sensor light flared. Something stood at the tree line, small, pale, naked. Its head twitched sideways, like a bird's, and it scampered into the brush on all fours. The next morning, Sheriff Hayes leaned on his truck, chewing tobacco. "Y'all ain't the first to see him," he drawled. "Old folks say the woods are hungry. Back in '78, 6 kids vanished on Hollow Creek. Search teams found their shoes lined up neat as you please, right where your creek meets the pines." "And the kids?" I asked. He spat. "Never found a bone." Sarah woke me, trembling. "There's someone in the house." We crept downstairs. The kitchen reeked of wet earth. The back door hung open, mud smeared across the floor. On the table sat a stack of Polaroids, our Polaroids from the moving boxes. Each photo was altered. In every shot where Sarah or I stood alone, a blurred figure lurked behind us, small, pale, grinning. I found the well, half buried in the brambles behind the tool shed, its stone mouth choked with roots. The iron lid was sealed shut, but something thumped inside. Sarah refused to go near it. "It's just an old well, Ben." But that night, she sleepwalked. I found her at 3 a.m., barefoot in the yard, digging at the well with her hands. Blood streaked her nightgown. "They're so cold," she mumbled. "We have to let them out." The whispers became screams. They came at midnight, screeching, laughing, clawing at the windows. Sarah sobbed as shadows darted across the walls, their fingers snaking through cracks. I grabbed my shotgun and fired at the back door. The blast left a fist-sized hole, but no blood, just a faint, wet giggling. Then the lights died. In the pitch black, something skittered up the stairs. We barricaded ourselves in the attic. Sarah's phone showed no signal. Mine played a voicemail from Sheriff Hayes, sent days earlier. "Ben, get out of that house. The previous owners, they had a kid, a boy. He went missing in '78. They kept saying he was still here, but they ain't buried him. They fed him to the..." The recording dissolved into static. The house fell silent. We crept downstairs. The floors were clean, the Polaroids gone. But the well. The iron lid lay twisted in the grass. The stone rim oozed black sludge. Sarah peered in. "Ben, there's something..." A hand shot out. Small, pale, bone-thin. It grabbed her hair. I fought. I pried. I screamed. But the woods took her. They dragged her into the well, her screams fading into a wet, echoing crunch. The sheriff found me at the tree line, covered in mud, clutching Sarah's wedding ring. The farmhouse was empty. No signs of struggle, no well. The townsfolk called me crazy. The case went cold. But last night, as I packed to leave, I found a Polaroid on my windshield. It's Sarah. She's standing in the woods, her face gaunt, her eyes black voids. Behind her, pale shapes crawl from the trees, and written in mud on the back, "We love our new friend." If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share our channel to support us, so we can continue making more chilling stories for you. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your shadow tales.